Hey Marnie, lovely to see you. I'm Mel from Global Futures Trading Company. Before we get into it, how are you going today? Hope the tech's behaving itself on your side.
Yeah, it's all good. My camera is looking good. I hope my audio is good for you.
Ah, thanks for correcting me, Imani. And yes, I can hear you clearly. You're coming through nicely. Just want to make sure you're comfortable and in a good space before we dive in. Are you all set to go, or would you prefer to reschedule for another time?
I'm all set to go.
Perfect, thanks, Imani. This won't take too long. So, today I'll ask you a few questions about your background and experience for the Senior N ET developer role at Morgan Consulting. Just to recap, I've got a few questions for you now. I'll take them one at a time. Can you describe your experience with .NET Core and C Sharp, especially any projects where you've taken ownership from concept through to delivery?
Yeah, absolutely. With the C Sharp.net, I've been working for almost 25 years. Even my very first job in Australia was like starting a C Sharp.net desktop application, converting Visual Basic. So built that. I built about 9 products from the scratch, completely all by own. And also the
Right, that's a huge depth of experience, Imani, and sounds like you've owned a lot end to end. Could you walk me through one specific project you took from concept to delivery, what the system did, your key technical decisions, and how it turned out?
Yeah, actually recently I built
Gotcha. That sounds really innovative and very relevant to what this client's doing with new tech. This role also involves modernizing existing applications and building new real time solutions, including RESTful APIs. Can you share an example of a project where you've done something along those lines?
sorry, can you repeat the question?
No worries at all. This role involves modernizing existing applications and building new real time solutions, including RESTful APIs. Can you share an example of a project where you've worked on that kind of modernization or real time API work?
Actually, that was one of my major work in Thomson Reuters. In fact,
Yeah, that's a solid background, especially across that Thomson Reuters work. What was the biggest technical or architectural challenge you hit on that modernization, and how did you tackle it day to day?
biggest challenge I faced was the memory problem. So it's a corporate tax product. So when we open a particular tax book, it's more like an Excel file with hundreds of sheets, and it occupies like 80 to 100 MB. So if people open like 25 such applications, then memory literally runs out. So we have to go into some very nitty-gritty underlying details, how to store individual properties, and the way, for example, when you save, we just save only the modified cells and then leave the rest as a template. And then when we retrieve, we just merge it. So that kind of optimization I've done. So those are all some of the performance improvement I've done.
Right, that makes sense. Sounds like you really had to dig deep into performance and memory optimization there. As a senior developer in this role, you'd be collaborating with stakeholders and also mentoring junior team members. Can you give me an example of how you've approached that in a previous role?
Yeah, managing stakeholder is part and parcel of day-to-day life for me as a senior software developer. I have business analysts, I have product owners, I have user experience, delivery managers. So I keep all of them informed about the progress, the difficulty, and the risk. As far as mentoring juniors, yeah,
Yeah, sounds like you're pretty hands on with both communication and coaching, which is exactly what they're after. What would you say has been your most rewarding mentoring experience with a junior dev? What happened and where did they end up?
yeah, there was a time when one of my person who was reporting to me, who is a junior, like he seems to lack some kind of motivation. So
Love that. Helping him see the impact of his work makes a huge difference. Looking ahead, this client's going through a technology transformation with greenfield projects involving things like AI, IoT, and cloud native platforms. Which parts of that picture line up most with your own career goals? And what are you hoping to lean into next?
Actually, I've had experience with all three of them. Internet of Things, so for example, I'm more into artificial intelligence.
Nice. Sounds like you've really been hands on across all three and especially keen to go deeper into AI. In terms of THE Basics, this is a full time permanent role based in Southeast Melbourne with a hybrid setup. Are you comfortable with that arrangement? And what are you looking for in terms of salary?
I am pretty comfortable